And we are live. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the End of Day Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports that we put in your hand each and every trading day from Sunday till Friday. All right, so you know what it is, right? It's time to get into these markets, time to look at these charts and see what it do, see what the market has to say to us, see what it's looking like, see what's shaking, see what's on and popping. Let's see what's up. Yeah, man, you didn't know I was an alien? You didn't know I was another life form? Yeah, man. Yep. That's what's up. I tell you, man, I may be an alien, but it seems like these earthlings are the ones that are really alien. Did you know that U.S. banks are on the hook right now for $150 billion in frozen loans as millions of Americans skip credit card and car payments? That's right. All these deadbeat Americans can't pay their car notes. They can't pay. They skipping out on the notes. What's up? Did you know that China is scared right now because they are saying they have new outbreaks and that the virus may be mutating? Did you guys know that? Did you know that we are going to see more deaths, regardless of the social distancing? Yep. So you got the virus mutating as it was designed to do. You got more deaths, projected, and we got problems. Yeah, we got problems, ladies and gentlemen. We got problems in these markets that need to be dealt with. All right. Not to mention the lockdowns may have caused more deaths than the COVID-19 itself. Not to mention, we are looking at another resurgence of it here in the US, and there will be no vaccine before the summer of 2021, if that. Yeah, man, it's on and popping up in here, man. It's a lot going on, man. And I'm telling you, these markets are looking a little scary. They're looking real shady up at these price levels, y'all. I done told you. You gotta be ready for stuff like this. You gotta have your hands on the trigger and be ready to take action, because the market's not going to say, oh, by the way, 5 minutes until I start to sell off and crash. Now, I will address a question I got. Someone was like, I thought you said there is no collapse. And obviously, you have not watched my documentary called There Is No Collapse, because I explain all of that in fine detail. So I do not have the time to go into that right now. It is a rather long documentary. Watch the documentary, man. And then you'll see why I said there is no collapse. All right. And then you'll be able to put two and two together. Anyway, let's move forward, because there is something to really deal with right now. All right. Hey, Thomas in the live. No talking out loud in class. You're supposed to raise your hand. You're giving out secrets. See what? You just ruined everything. You just ruined everything. Go stand in the corner. How dare you type it's not a collapse, it's a transfer of wealth and control. You ruined everything. I was going to charge like $5 million for that documentary, and you just gave it away for free. Oh, thanks, man. No, hey, you know what? I told you I was going to add it for you, so we're going to go over it. I'll keep it in the forex segment when we do the chart, so you don't have to worry about it. It will be on there. I'm going to always do it like that. I'm going to always do, the equity side, the forex side, crypto side, all of that. I'm always going to hit those same securities because those are the things that we really focus on anyway. So yeah, I got your back, man. I appreciate you. All right, yeah. So the thing I'm concerned about right now, folks, is the market. Now, the other day we gave a crash alert, right? But we got no type of production whatsoever. Markets decided that it wanted to run up a little bit more, right? So I was under the impression that that was going to happen because the market likes to squeeze in as much as it can. It wants to draw in as many people as it can, bubble itself up as much as it can, so it can go ahead and reverse in the middle of the night while everybody's sleeping. Okay. So you got to ride the rhythm, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a choice. All right. Like my man Chill Rob G said, just ride the rhythm. Some of y'all young bucks don't know who Chill Rob G is from the Flavor Unit. That's back in the 80s. Y'all know nothing about that. 1989. You don't know nothing about that. Yeah, we got to ride the rhythm, man. As long as the market wants to float upwards, we got to float with it. But you got to have those stops and you got to get ready. You got to pay attention to the intraday price inflection points because the data is disturbing. All right. Extreme option sentiment, flashing red lights for stocks, man. It's not looking good. Stocks know something. They always do. The market is always right. All right. So we know that options are a discounting mechanism. All right. So I'm just saying it is what it is. So let's take a look at these charts and see exactly what goeth. What goeth on? We're pulling it up right hither and now, and let's dive right in. All right. So first things first. Um, let's see what we got. All right. So first chart is the Ripple, and as you can see, your Ripple still in that consolidation. All right. We did have a crash alert though, and we did get a little bit of production, but that's about it. But we're still in the flow of the crash alert, so I'm expecting more downside in Ripple tonight. Taking a look at Wayfair, ticker symbol is W on the equity side, had a rally alert coming into today. Got not even really a scrap of production here, which is to be expected when you're trading within the zone of this red bar right here. So markets really hasn't given it up yet, but until we get another signal, we're still within the rally alert zone for Wayfair. So if we do get any kind of pop, it will be fire, kindling for the fire to sell short and get us back down to this trend line support, because that's where we're going right now. All right, gravity is pulling down to here. So Wayfair is we're still waiting to see what happens with that. All right, taking a look now at TLT, your bonds, still in that Kumo cloud. Nothing has changed, and you're still having these daily narrow ranges. So not a lot going on here either. So we will keep it moving, keep it pushing. All right, so here's your Swan, still consolidated, like it's waiting for something. It's not leading the market right now. It's just trading with it, treading water. Taking a look at the SPY S&P 500. So we had that secondary rally alert, and we finally got a little tiny bit of production. But look at that narrow range, barely even a bar. All right, so that's letting me know that the upside is starting to look exhausted when you can't get a bounce when you should be getting a bounce. So this one is watching. We're going to watch. See if we get any more, see if we get one more push higher before the rollover. Taking a look here at SLV Silver, still pushing. All right, still stretching that rally out. So we're watching it. All right, you gotta be watchful. If you're long any of these, this gold or silver, you gotta put your stops in, man. Lock in some profit if you have it, and if you don't, you still gotta be watchful. Okay. Things can happen in the overnight market. Take a look now at your triple Q, the NASDAQ 100 ETF. Again, it pushed a little teeny bit higher, but not by much. Looking exhausted and tired up here. All right, still playing the long side of the market, but for how long? We're long, but for how long? Looking at your OIH, which has been dead in the water, still is having problems at the trend line resistance and not moving. All right, so don't know what's up with that, but you would expect a little bit more movement, but we're not getting it. All right, so it is what it is. They are allowing trading in the oil futures now, but not in the July contract. The closest you can get to it is the August contract. That one you can trade, but not the July. You can only exit open positions in the July. All right, that's about it. All right, keeping it pushing. Taking a look at the Mexican peso. Here we go. All right, extending deeper into the cloud. You just now passed that trend line support. It didn't hold. The next stop now is the bottom of the Kumo cloud in your Mexican peso. All right, so this downward channel is still in play and looks to be possibly strengthening. All right, taking a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is looking like it wants to give a little bit of production here on this crash alert. So we've got a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading for Litecoin as it is dropped below the Kumo cloud. All right, next one is junk bonds. Got a teeny little bit of a pop in your junk bonds. I don't know. I think this one is still in a correction mode, and any decent sizable rally will be sold. Let's see. Now, I know you're going to argue, but what about the bullish pointer right here? I think that's what this is, an attempt to come to it. If it can't, we roll over. It's just that simple. And the bonds are a little messed up market anyway because of the Fed's meddling. All right, right here is your IYR. We had a crash alert coming into the market today. Got no production, but the market wasn't committed to rallying either. Overhead resistance is definitely a problem. I think since we got the back-to-back rally then crash, this is a trading range. This blue bar is going to be our trading range for the time being until we get another signal. All right. Okay, HDGE, is it time for the hedge? No, it's bleeding. It extended losses. This crash alert right here is starting to become productive, and we really don't have an end in sight. This thing is getting quite cheap. Taking a look now at HACK, H-A-C-K. Got a little pop today, but stopped short of the overhead resistance. Nothing much to see here. I think this little pop rally is going to be sold because we are still in a corrective mode right now. So that's how I see that one. GLD. GLD got a little tiny push, like it just peeped around the corner. You crack the door open ever so slightly just to peek, just to get an eyeball through the crack so you can see down the hallway. That's about it. But no real commitment to move higher. So GLD, are you trying to say that the rally is exhausted? Here's the pointer from back here. We've now met with that, right? So let's see. Did we violate? We got, okay, this high was 164.42. Right here we got 164.80. So yeah, we violated. And then right here we got 164.96 and then closed at 164.65. So I don't know. I think the market can continue to push higher on this, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to say we're overbought because of how the market is closed. All right, so this one looks like it's ready to break out to the upside, to be quite honest with you. I think gold really wants to run and go bananas. It's just what it's looking like right now. But I know what you're going to say. I know what you're thinking. Let me just go ahead and beat you to the punch. Yeah, I see the gap right here. Okay, that's the elephant in the room. I know it. It's right here. I know there's another gap right here. I know. I know there's another gap right here. You don't have to keep saying it over and over again. All right, I see the gapage. I know at some point we got to deal with that. The question is it going to be sooner rather than later? I don't know. But I'm not blind. I know about the gap. I know we got it. Fall into the gap. I know. I know the commercial. And we do need to deal with these gaps, though. Like, for real, we got to do it. This is a major gap. This is a major gap. This is a major gap. Gotta really deal with it, you know? Can't really move on and have the rally taken seriously if we don't deal with these gaps at some point. All right? You thought you were getting away back here. Let's look at this. You thought you were getting away way back here because you had a gap right here and you had a gap right here. The market said, forget you, I don't see nothing. Then it gapped up again, right? Then it gapped up again. And the market pulled back and said, nah, we do got to deal with this. I don't want to build up too much of a debt. Let me go ahead and pay this one right here off, the last one. And that's what it did. Then it consolidated and continued to run away from its responsibilities of the gap down yonder. Said, nope, I don't owe nothing. I'm out. But then right here, it said, okay, I'm going to give you this little something now, but I'll give you the rest later, ignoring the payment that you owe back here. So the market kept going and said, nope, I'm not paying nothing. I'm skipping out on it. Bye. And then it made another gap here, made another gap here, made even more gaps here. It has kept creating debt and carnage and said, I will not pay my gaps. See you later. Sayonara. All this time went by, and it was looking like the market was just saying, forget you, I'm out. I'm skipping. Then all of a sudden, some said, no more credit. Start paying your debt. Mark said, okay, let me come down here. Let me pay this one right here. I owe this gap. Let me pay this one. All right, I'm going to pay this little gap right here. I'm going to pay both of those off, and then I'm going to pay this little gap right here. Okay, so I'm going to pay all these gaps right here. I'm going to pay all of this. And then let me run to my car right quick and get my wallet, and then I'll pay the rest of those other ones off, okay? Psych! And he ran away and said, nah, I ain't paying you nothing. I don't owe you nothing, right? And then he got another gap right here. So, okay, fine. Here, I'll take care of this one, but I got a place to be. I'm out, right? And then some said, not so fast. You have racked up too much debt for so long. You ain't moving another muscle. I want all my money you owe me from December. No. And so he had no choice but to start paying. And he started paying. And he started paying. And before it was all over with, all these gaps back down yonder was taken out and paid for. Okay? He paid for all his debt. Then he said, bye, I'm out of here. You took enough of my money. And he rolled out again. And it was like, nah, we can't let you just run these gaps like you did last time. You got to deal. You got to pay something. So he pulled back and said, all right, fine. I'll pay this one right here. This is the biggest one. I'll pay this. But, man, I got to go. I got a place to be. Bye. And then he rolled off. And now here we are all over here again. So if history is to repeat itself at some point, we're going to get paid. The market's going to come back down here and start settling these debts. All right? It's coming, folks. I don't know if it's sooner and I don't know if it's later, but at some point, the gold has to be paid. All right? So that's what's up. All right, let's see here. Let's see. You said XTZ. If it's not on my list, I don't have access to those prices. That's not in my system. I only have access to like stuff that's fed through the system. So XTZ, I do not think is one of the cryptos we have. We only deal with the top 20 cryptos, and yeah, XTZ is not on there. I don't have that. Sorry, I'm sorry. We only got the top 20 that I have on my list. The ones I do here every day that's all we got. So your gold, I believe, is at some point it's gonna have to back and fill. So put them stops in there and get ready. you'll be able to make some money on that short side once the correction comes. All right, we finally got that crash alert now here in your gold miners, GDXJ. Finally got it. First stop is the gap right here. All right. You don't want to catch it. You don't want to create a gap to fill a gap. So hopefully it'll come down gradually, and then they'll just take this out, and then it can, Buffalo Soldier its way back up. So let's see. But crash alert for tomorrow's trading for GDXJ. All right. Okay, so GBTC, looking at the Bitcoin ETF. As you can see, we're still consolidated. Nothing really to see here at this time. Market's just chilling. All right, taking a look at the Ethereum ETF. Same story, chilling inside of the Killer Kumo cloud of confusion and consolidation. Going nowhere, nothing to see here, folks. Moving right along to Ethereum Cash. Same thing. We had this crash alert right here. We got a little bit of production so far. If we get any more, the trend line down here for around $1.90 is going to be the initial target on a pullback for the Ethereum. All right, taking a look now at DNN. Still same things. Wash, rinse, repeat. Going nowhere. Having a problem with that $50. I'm sorry, 50-cent resistance. CCJ. Got a rally alert now. It looks like the pullback support thing is done. We never got production on the secondary crash alert. We only got production on the primary crash alert, not the secondary. So the market has now given us another signal. We got a buy signal now, which suggests that this support is done. Now the market wants to come back up here and retest upper resistance zones. So we have a rally alert now on CCJ for tomorrow's trading. All right, now let's take a look at Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, we got that rally alert. We got some production today, but we didn't get too much. All right, so the crash alert here now has been canceled out by this rally alert, and the market is going to probably just trade within the zone of this bar right here for a minute. All right. It has a chance to break out on this rally alert over the next, I want to say, 3 to 4 days. If not, then we're just going to consolidate within this zone on your Beyond Meat. All right, let's move on. All right, so, okay, here's the Bitcoin Futures Composite Index. All right, you can see it's just staying afloat. No real commitment up or down, long or short. Just chilling, just hanging out, not too much going on here, just like in the cash. All right, taking a look at the US dollar index. We've given up a little bit of ground, testing now the support of the Kumo cloud here. Will it fall below the cloud? I don't know. Momentum is suggesting that the US dollar is going to get weaker. Taking a look at the Dow futures. Dow futures, same thing. We got this secondary rally alert. Have not really gotten any production just yet. Is the market going to give us some, or is it going to fall or pull back and test trend line support on top of the Kumo cloud? Technically speaking, we are still consolidated. We're within this consolidation zone, part in the cloud, part out of the cloud. But nevertheless, it is a consolidation. The Dow really hasn't gone anywhere in quite some time. All right, taking a look now at the Russell, which I made my hustle. Full disclosure, I am still long the Russell. I have moved my stops. We came on the back of this primary rally alert, got a secondary rally alert. We got a little bit of production, and we're looking to see if we're going to get a little bit more. Does it want to push out a little bit more, or are we going to get back some type of a pullback? I don't know. I don't think we really have enough momentum to really warrant a real pullback. But we know we're in a resistance zone because of these two bars right here. So this represents the top of the this whole consolidation area. It's a very wide consolidation. We're just now at the top of it, and the support is down here. So we're just oscillating. We go down, then we go up, then we go down, then we go up. Can we end that and just keep pushing higher? That's the question. We shall see. Stops are in. That's all I can say. All right. Crude oil futures. We got up here to the top of the resistance now. This right here is the top of the Kumo cloud. Market has made it, flirting with that 35 handle that I was telling you about. Top of the Kumo cloud. All right. Still ticking time bomb. We're still not trending. All right. All the market's doing is an attempt to fill the gap made back here. That's it. That's all it's trying to do. There is really no precedence for it to go any higher, and it can actually start rolling back down now. So I don't know. This overhead resistance is a real resistance. $35 is a real strong resistance for crude oil. Failure to take that out would push us back down here to trend line support. It's hard to really say or see right now what's going to happen, but this is what it's looking like at this point in time, that the oil right now is probably going to start running out of steam and possibly pull back, because 35, like I said, is a very powerful resistance. Taking a look at the NASDAQ 100 futures. All right, secondary rally alert was productive. Has been productive. Is there more to push? It's looking like the market wants to keep pushing here. All right, we'll have to look. We'll have to look and see. It's looking like it wants to just continue to extend the run. I think around these levels, though, it's looking like some type of a resistance zone here from an intraday perspective, and it correlates to the gap back here. So I don't know if we're just filling this gap and then running out and rolling over or what, but this is a bull market. All right. This is a bull market, and the momentum is turned up. Okay. So it is moving. The trajectory could be a little bit more powerful, but it's not. All right. So we are moving higher. The trend channel is intact. So it looks like the market's gunning for the old highs made back here of 97.63. We're at 94 now. So market has a little bit more to run to prove itself. You know, it's pretty much made up just about everything it did from the crash. Now we're going to see what really happens. We're going to see what it is. Take a look at the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. Just like the Dow, consolidating north of the trend line support, and we're going to see if it has enough gumption to go higher, or is it going to break lower, or what is it going to do? It's not moving with the NASDAQ, that's for sure. All right, so that's all I got. I see you have some requests here. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. All right, HUYA. All right, however that's pronounced. This is what it's looking like. It looks to be a little strong right here. This looks like this is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. All right, so we're in a bull market here. All right, this one's trying to get up a little energy here. All right, so market's bullish, but I see it's trying to recover from the fall out of that Kumo cloud back here. Little gappage right here to deal with. Yeah, you got to at least deal with this little gap right here. I don't think this is a gap. Let me see. Okay, this is not a gap. All right, but this one right here is definitely a gap. So got to at least deal with that. I see this gap has been filled, but it was filled back here. If you argue that this is a bullish pointer, market did take that out. This is looking pretty strong, to be quite honest, but you just have this little gap back here at 17 to deal with. Your trend line is starting to turn up outside of the Kumo cloud. It's actually looking good, man. All right, so you're looking good here on this one. You say it's the Chinese YouTube Netflix. Okay, well, it's looking good, man. It is looking pretty good. I don't know if it's on the list or not. Let me just check and see. Let's see here. Just double check. Okay, it is on the list. It's in the it's under the U.S. equities report. All right, so it is on there. All right, it is in the system already. So you're good. You're good to go. All right, what's the next victim you got? Let's see what else y'all got on here. All right, so you got let's see. Do these in order. Okay, ALKEF. Let me see. All right. Alkane Resources, I believe is how you say that. So ALKEF. All right. This one is a ticking time bomb. It's waiting to do something. It hasn't done anything. It's caught. Looks like it's caught in the Kumo cloud. Yep. It's testing the upper resistance of the Kumo cloud. This one's trading at 55 cents. Yeah, let me see something on this one here. Yep, just what I thought. Okay. So this is not a pointer. This is not a pointer right here. This is not a pointer. This right here is, though. Yeah, this is a pointer right here. All right. I think you're just caught in a range between 45 and 65 cents. Until the market breaks out or breaks down, that's all you got on this ALKEF, okay? That's all you got. All right, let's see what else we got. All right. So ALKEF, let me see if that's in the system for you. If not, I'll add it right quick. All right, let's see. See if we can do you a solid here. All right, it was not in the system, so I just added it for you. ALKEF has been added to the reports. All right, so in the next report, it should be on there for you. We already did the Australian dollar, Santana. We did that. Let's see. You said XTZ is number 10. Let me see here. I could be wrong. Hold on. Let me see. Number 10, huh? Let's see. Yeah, you have to bear with me because I don't always know what's on the reports. I know I have not memorized all the stuff. XTZ? Are you sure? I don't see it, man. I see XEM, XMR, XRP, ZEC. Is it another? Is XTZ on by another ticker thing on here? Because I just don't see XTZ. My vision ain't all that great, but still, XT. Yeah, I don't see XTZ, my man. I don't see it on my report. Unless you're saying it's rated 10th or something. I don't know. All right, let's see. GE. Someone wants to see GE. Let's check it out. All right, General Electric. Let's see what General Electric's about. All right, so here's the General Electric. General Electric had a rally alert 2 days ago, and we still haven't received any production from that. So it's looking like it's really struggling here. It's still under the rally alert though, so we're looking for a breakout. If we get one, $7 is going to be your first target because that's where your overhead resistance is. It's equal to the bottom of the Kumo cloud as well. So your trend line resistance and your Kumo cloud support are the same. That's giving it an extra layer of resistance. So that's going to be a really tough one to break if we can even get there on your GE. All right, GE is still consolidated at this point. All right, taking a look at XLF, looking at the financial sector. Yep, I saw your request. Let's go ahead and pull that one up for you. All right. Yeah, I'm working on it, Goldenberg. So I'm working on your crypto. I know those were things we had before, so I'll work on getting those back. It's a work in progress, believe me. All right, so the XLF, as you can see, your XLF financial spider, it's officially in a bear market. See the red grizzly bear bottom right hand corner. You're under a crash alert right now, even though it's in the killer Kumo cloud of confusion and consolidation. It is under a crash alert right now that has not been productive just yet. So we got to give it another, let's say, 3 or 4 bars, another 3 or 4 days. Let's see what we can get during that time. All right. So XLF is under a sell right now, just hasn't manifested just yet. All right. So that's all we got time for right now. So we will call it a night, my man. Make sure y'all got y'all tickets in though, for real, for real. I've tightened up mine. If you take a look at my watch list that is now posted on your dashboard, all right, the stops that are listed on my watch list is where I have moved my stops to. All right, so still long the Russell, still long gold and silver futures. My stops have been moved accordingly to the stops listed on the dashboard, on the reports. All right, I'm following the reports. If I do anything other than that, I'll let you know, but I am using the stops on the reports, okay? And I have no new orders working or anything like that. So with that being said, you know what to do, man. Go to PulseWaveTrading.com, sign up so you can break bread with us, man. Trade these markets, learn how we do it. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.